I'm going to be teaching you how to make banana bread. There are 3 simple parts. First, you're going to want to go to a store or market and get all of your ingredients together. Then you're going to want to mix and mash your ingredients together, so in the proper order. Next, you're going to want to bake and enjoy. First, you're going to need these ingredients. You're going to need 1 stick of butter, 1 egg, 3 to 4 ripe bananas, salt, vanilla extract, baking soda, flour, and sugar. You will also need some tools: an egg beater, a banana masher, a wooden spoon, and a spatula. And of course, measuring spoons and a pan. First, you're going to want to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. I already did this in advance. You should too. The first mashing step is you're going to want to mash the bananas in a large mixing bowl. You're going to want to do this until they're nice and mushy. They will look very disgusting, but it will be best in the long run. This should only take about 15 seconds. Well, that looks just delicious now, doesn't it? Let me just go put this in the sink. Next, you're going to want to melt 3/4 cups of butter. Don't forget it, 3/4. I already did that in advance, so I wouldn't have to do it now. Next, you're going to want to beat 1 egg, just 1, in a separate bowl. First, you're going to want to crack it, and then break it. Make sure no shells get in, and then you're going to want to toss it away in the garbage. Then you're going to want to beat the egg with the egg beater, like so. We're doing this so it's not just like an egg, so it's all mixed together. This should only take a little bit of time. It should look like this. Almost everywhere should be yellow. Mix the yolk with the whites. Now that that's done, let's put that away. Then you are going to want to mix the bananas and butter. So, to keep it in the large bowl, we're going to pour the 3/4 of melted butter into there, just like so. Let's pour them in there. Okay, now you're going to want to mix this all together with a wooden spoon. You only have to do this for a short time just so we can move on to the next step, which is also mixing. We're getting this all together so it is evenly cooked in the oven. Next, you're going to want to add sugar, 1 cup of sugar. Spread that all around. Then you're going to want to add the 1 egg, not 3/4, my bad. And pour it in there, just like so. And then you're going to want to add 1 teaspoon, just 1. This is my favorite ingredient because it really adds that flavor and you can really tell in the end. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You're going to want to pour this over so you don't get it on the counter and make a mess. There we go. Now, let's mix all of this together. Make sure all of the sugar gets mixed in so it doesn't even look like you poured in any sugar. Very nice. Next, you're going to want to sprinkle 1 teaspoon, just 1, of baking soda. Oops. The reason you do baking soda, let me get a little bit more. Oh god. Oh god. The reason you do baking soda is because you want to get it all mixed in so it rises properly. And then you're going to want to add 1 pinch of salt. Just just twist it. There we go. And now let's mix all of this together. You want to keep mixing so it settles and then gets together again in separate areas. Last ingredient you're going to need 1.5 cups of flour. You're going to want to pour this evenly over it. After you pour it about half, you're going to want to start mixing. Make sure there's like no flour left, so it's like gone. Yeah, I'll show you this. How about you zoom in on this? I have a spatula just in case to get some of this flour down. Okay, let's keep mixing. After 3 minutes of mixing, it should look a little bit like this. After getting the first half of the flour mixed in, I ended up pouring it in and mixing that together thoroughly too. Next, you're going to want to butter the pan with the 1/4 you have left over from earlier. You're going to want to do this so it doesn't stick to the pan. If you don't know that, that's sad. You must have never cooked in your entire life. Let's just mix that around. We do this so it doesn't stick and you can get it out easily. After it is on the sides and on the floor of the pan, you are going to want to set it down, put the butter wherever. You're going to want to take out the spoon. Let's scrape that off. And you are going to want to pour into the buttered pan, like so. Wow, that looks delicious, doesn't it? Let's pour this in evenly so it doesn't just get on one side. And we also have the spatula so we can scrape out some of it so we don't leave a lot of it in. Wow, we're almost done. Okay, that's good enough. Now come over here. Now we just need to plop it in the oven for 1 hour. Oops, I almost forgot my oven mitts. How unsafe of me. Okay, let's put these in there. Hope I don't drop it. Now let's set it for 1 hour. Oops. It's an hour. It takes a while because there's a lot and it needs to cook from the center out. I will be back in a little bit when it is done cooking.